How's everybody doing? My name is Jimel Calliste, and I'm the president of the Wilkes Barre NAACP, and I'm here with another Black-owned business highlight. I'm here with...
I'm Asia Miller. I do mobile catering for Paradise Soulfood and Sweets, and I also am a realtor. I can help you purchase a house or sell a house, and also if you're looking for a rental, I can do that as well. I work for Berkshire Hathaway.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. So, I had the pleasure of having some of your food at a event at ASIC. It's great. It's really great. So, like, how do we get there? Like, how do we get to that catering?
Okay, well, I've been cooking out here in Lackawanna County for about 3.5 years. I had a little place in the mall, Steamtown Mall, where I was doing ice cream and desserts. I do peach cobbler. I do like pound cakes and things like that.
Right.
And then I brought in the food. I started doing the catfish, fried chicken, collard greens, cornbread, mac and cheese. Then it got so big at the mall, I ended up getting a restaurant, okay? So I had a restaurant for about 2 years, downtown Scranton, right on Adams Avenue. I started doing little catering and things like that for the colleges and different companies, and I really like the catering aspect. It's a little more because you get to know things ahead of time,
Right.
and it's more precise. Whereas running a restaurant with pandemic, COVID, and the prices of everything going up, down, that's a lot. And also finding help and workers and stuff like that is
Right.
a lot during this time. But catering is something I really enjoy doing, and I do it now mobile.
Okay. So, where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from Philly, born and raised.
Born and raised in Philadelphia. And how long have you been in this area?
In May, it'll be 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, it'll be 15 years in May.
15 years. So I always ask people, like, what brought them to the area? So what, like, opportunity brought you to this area?
I wanted a better place for my children. I was a single mom. I had 2 little kids, and I wanted to, bring them out of Philadelphia. It's a lot of crime down there, so I heard of this place. I came out here. They were like 3 and 2, or 2 and 1, one of them. And I know I came out here in 07, May of 07, whatever that is, right? And it was just a smaller town, slower pace, and that allowed me to have more opportunities. When you're in a larger city, the opportunities are less because so many more people trying to get out to.
Right.
And I like the smaller. I don't know if I said it correctly, but a smaller city is easier to grow. Whereas a big city is less opportunity because so many people want it.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. I think that's what I always try to do when I ask a business owner, like, what brought them to this area. I think a lot of people don't realize that there is a lot of opportunities in these smaller towns, and they may think that because it's smaller, there's less opportunities, but there's not as much diversity and stuff like that in these areas. So you come in and you have a market that you can kind of dominate, if you want to say it. So you're in the mall. You're doing the you're doing catering as well, and you get to move to Main Street. You said
Adams Avenue.
Adams Avenue. Okay. So Adams Avenue in Scranton. And how was that? How was business there?
Business was good. Business was busy. busy. And I'm grateful for that. But like I say, it came to the time for me to renew my lease, and with COVID and things like that, I wanted to just be month to month.
Right.
But my landlord had someone else that wanted to be there for 5 years. He had 5 years, wanted to be there longer. So I said, go ahead. I'm just gonna do catering. I'm gonna just do catering. I have a commercial kitchen I built years ago, so I just cater now from the commercial kitchen. It's licensed. Department of Agriculture come out every so often they come out, and then you have to, pay to keep the license up to date and stuff,
Right.
and get it inspected, as I said. But so I could just cater from here. So it gives me more time for other things.
Right.
I do real estate.
Right.
I'm also a mobile notary. If you ever need anything notarized, I come to you. So it gives me more time to do other things instead of just with a restaurant. You gotta be there. You gotta get all that food prep. You don't know if you get 100 customers or 200 customers, and you need to have everything ready or be able to continue make more. Catering allows you to know ahead of schedule. Therefore, you can do everything by appointment.
Right.
And that works better for me.
Right. Well, that makes sense. I think it's just the best business practice is to, like, understand what works for you. I think that a lot of people may have looked at something like that as a failure you know, like, and not understanding that that was such a wise decision for you to like scale it back, know what you're getting, and understand your clientele. You know, like sometimes people don't realize how much more lucrative it might be to have contracts with colleges, hospitals, rather than waiting for that foot traffic to come in every day in different ways and stuff like that. But I think that's just me kind of understanding that hospitality, that food world. So it's different. A lot of people might not get that. And I think that that was a really smart pivot, you know. And then you spoke about having a what would you call it? A conventional kitchen? Commercial kitchen.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Where is that commercial kitchen?
The commercial is in Taylor. It's just a small little spot where it has like you gotta have a 3-bay sink, a hand wash sink, utility sink, a oven. You know, I got its own oven, fridge, freezer, everything like that. I just go there and cook. It's not for like people to come here or nothing like that. It's just a place I cook at.
Right.
The Department of Agriculture, they come out and they do inspections. They call you, you know, and they come or they can pop up or whatever.
Right.
But they come and do their inspections, and then I have to pay to keep it licensed.
Right.
Every year you have to renew it.
Right.
But it's something like I said. I get an order and I will make it. In the past month I was able to cater for Geisinger, the College of Medicine they have twice. Right. I catered for Keystone College. I catered for Wegmans. I've been catering for a lot of businesses lately, and it's like I wouldn't, if I was so with the restaurant, it would have been a little stressful. But now, since my only focus is catering, and I also do personal chef, like I come to you and cook a meal, it gives me more opportunity to be available for catering.
Right.
I like that.
Right. So, yeah, because that just opens you up for so much more opportunity. So with the commercial kitchen, is that like close to your home?
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to like go there whenever you need to and stuff like that. And how was it like developing that commercial kitchen? Was it something that you already, like when you walked in, it was already there?
No, not at all. I had to like get it put together. It's like off separate from my home. It's like a separate area. And when I was in a mall, I had a booth, and you weren't allowed to like prep at the booth or something. And the mall was supposed to build a kitchen, but they took forever. So I was like, how do I get licensed to do this stuff illegally? So I called the Department of Agriculture, and I asked them like, how do you go about if you want to like build your own kitchen?
Right.
If you have space for it, you know? And they told me, and so I did the rules or whatever they said, and I built it. And I had to get contractors. They gave me a contract and stuff like that. What's good about it though, everything's tax deductible, like when you build stuff yourself.
Right.
So I got some flooring put down. You know, a 3-bay sink. I got everything.
Right, everything you needed.
So it didn't take them but like I want to say a good 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks I had it done. Got it painted. It's all colorful like how my restaurant was. I got it pink and yellow and teal.
Right.
So I like it.
Right. So I asked you that because I think it's so important for you to, in any like space that you're in, to create spaces where you're comfortable in. And I think that's what, in large part, like, obviously you're extremely successful, and that's in all you're doing. But I think, you know, being in your own space and having that, like, and being able to build it, you know, having it look how you want it to look and putting in things in there, it definitely seemed like it like made you more confident to step into that catering. And I think that like I said, like you're in there, you can do what you want and stuff like that. So, dang. So how are your relationships like? You're saying you have relationships with like the corporate and the colleges and stuff like that. What are your relationships with? How are your relationships with the community?
I get along good with the community. The mayor came here to my restaurant, and mayor, her name's Paige. She's really sweet. She came and got some fried chicken for her mama. That was nice of her. Then she put me on her page like, Asian food is wonderful. You gotta go try it out. She's open on these days. The University of Scranton, they've shown me a lot of love. They gave me, so 2020, I got Restaurant of the Year, the Martin Luther King Award. They gave me that sometimes the kids at the college would have different parties and stuff, and I'll donate, like I'll make some cornbread for them, some fried chicken for them. They had like a fashion, so they had different things, and I like donated food towards it. Lackawanna College, I've done stuff with them, fed their students. I was really, really happy when just last month, Wegmans contacted me. They were having like a dessert party, because Wegmans, they do catering.
Yeah.
And like for them to reach out and say, well, can you cater for our workers? And I said, little old man, they were like, yeah, we want some banana pudding. They brought like 5 big trays of banana pudding. They brought some peach cobbler, and they really enjoyed it. I got to meet their head chef who runs their catering and everything, and he was just wonderful. It was really nice. I'm learning a lot about the different businesses out here, and I'm grateful that they're interacting with me and they're contacting me. Last year I catered for Target. I did both their locations. I spent like over 100. Yeah, I felt like over 100 of their employees between their Dixon City and their, I think it was Wilkes Barre Target or whatever. But they called me a few weeks ago saying they want to get something catered again. I'm like, well, thank you. I mean, they're spending thousands of dollars with me, these different companies.
Right.
And I prayed to God about catering, and then boom, people called me for it. So I was like, I'm grateful for that.
Right.
You know, I'm grateful. And then they'll email me or call me like, we really enjoyed the food. It was so nice. I catered from Marywood. I didn't know Marywood had a competition. They had a macaroni and cheese competition. I didn't know. And they ordered baked mac and cheese from all different restaurants. They ordered from Cooper's, they ordered from Mid, they ordered from a couple other places. And I got there and I'm like, what's up? What are y'all doing? They said, oh, we're doing a taste test. We didn't know. And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, I wish y'all would have told me that, because Cooper's had like lobster in there. I said, oh, that's kind of hard to compete with. They got lobster in there, and I got I got 7 cheeses, but lobster is hard to compete with. But I was cracking up. I got to call them to see who won.
Right.
But that's Marywood.
Okay.
So that was
Okay.
nice.
So no, that's beautiful to just hear how like the different corporate organizations and like schools in the area have been supportive of what you've been doing, and it made it possible for you to just step away from that restaurant. So I want to just go back to that. How do you think it was a good choice?
I think it was an excellent choice. The overhead is so much more less now, and I only, like I said, work by appointment. I'm not every day like stressed like, oh, I gotta get this prep, I gotta get this prep. No matter what goes on in your life, if you have to, when you're catering, you can tell somebody, I'm not available that day. You check the calendar.
Right.
When it comes to a restaurant, the more you gotta close, the harder it is for you, because it's days of business that you're losing. You need your business to be open as many days as you can. And if you go through something and you need to close a week or two, that's a problem. People don't want to hear
they don't want to hear that at all.
They want to eat, okay?
Right. Okay. So I mean, let's pivot from the catering and kind of talk about how'd you get into real estate?
Oh, okay. When I was 28, I bought my first house.
Okay.
Back in 2013. Okay. And I didn't like how I was only pre-approved for like a low amount, like 80,000 or something. And it was kind of like the realtors were like not really wanting to deal with me because I didn't have I wasn't pre-approved for so much.
Right.
But I still wanted to own a home. It was important to me to give my kids something, and I wanted to feel like I mattered, and I felt like I didn't really matter if my pre-approval wasn't high enough.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to get my license, and I'm going to help people. If you pre-approved for $50,000, I'm going to help you buy a house. If you got cash and you want to buy one for $30,000, if I can buy one, I'm going to help you buy a house. I've sold a house for $14,000, and I treated that person just as good as I treated a person I've sold $300,000 houses to.
Right.
I wanted to be able to offer that, like helping people become homeowners and treating you just as good as I treat everyone. I feel should be treated equally. Right. I don't think you should be just treated as a number. Right. And you really want to buy a house, and it matters to you.
Right. Right. So, man. So how many? So how long have you been doing that?
I've been a realtor since 2015. Okay. I work for Berkshire Hathaway. Originally, I started, I think I was with NAACP, and then I went to Berkshire Hathaway. I've been there, like I said, for over 5 years. I really enjoy it. And that's by appointment as well. You show people send you houses and stuff. If they pre-approved or if they buy in cash or whatever, you can set them up on appointments and see houses. So I do that. And I enjoy it. I enjoy showing houses, and it's something new. I think I'm a little what you call ADD, like I'm like boom, boom, boom. So I like different things. So seeing the houses are always different. You don't know what house you're showing today. You don't know what's going to happen today. So there's always something new with real estate, and I like that.
Right. Absolutely. So how would you say like real estate and like catering? Because for me, like what I see is like you like to, from my perspective, you like to give people like that good feeling. That food gives you a great feeling. Being a homeowner gives you a great feeling. You know what I'm saying? And you're somebody who's like a conduit of that. Like you want to give and help people feel good. So like for you, how has that been? Has it been rewarding just being in this area? And on the back end of that question, how many, in your opinion, have you had any black first-time homeowners that have passed through?
Yes. I've helped black people buy homes, their first home. I've helped Spanish come out. When I first started doing this, I did a lot with Spanish. And I've also done with Indian. I helped Indian people buy. I wouldn't put anybody with
Right.
But I try to make everyone, like I said, feel like as important as anyone. It is rewarding helping people buy a home.
Yeah.
I was homeless. I lived in a domestic violence shelter for some time, for some months, and then I lived in a hotel when my kids were little. I had like a bad old relationship that I had to get away from. So
Right.
I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to not know, not be, what's that word? What's the word I'm looking for? When you need stability. Okay, I know what it's like to not have stability. And being hungry too, that ain't good. Like one thing I ain't gonna be as hungry, okay? I'm gonna feed something. So you put that together, having stability and all that, I wanna help people do that. So I can help you get a house, I can help you get an apartment, and I can feed you, okay? I can do and I do something where if I help you, get a house and things like that, if you have a housewarming, I'm welcome. I don't have no problem maybe catering an event for you or doing like a little personal chef experience for you. So I try to put that together. And it's very rewarding seeing people become homeowners and feed people, because that's some things that's dear to my heart. I like to be comfortable where I live, and I like to eat. Okay, so I'm helping people with that. Now the notary thing, that's something separate. Like I became a notary at my old job. I was an office manager.
Okay.
And then with me doing that, the notary mobile, I became a signing agent, where like if someone buys a house, I can bring the documents to you and have them all signed for you. But people hire me separate. Like I can't do that on my own house. Like if I'm selling a house, I can't be the notary for it. But if someone else is selling a house, I could be your notary, the signing agent that brings all the documents, sign everything with you. It's gonna be 150 to 200 pages, but I do that as a signing agent, and I like that. I've been doing that for about 5 years as well. The mobile notary.
So let's say a jack of all trades for sure.
Oh, so Jane of all trades.
Yeah, Jane. Okay, Jane of all trades, right. But so where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
In 5 years from now, I hope to be still doing catering and real estate, but I wish to own more properties than I have now. I wish to get properties and I want to flip them. Okay. That's what I want to do.
Okay. So like with the catering, are you thinking about going back into restaurant maybe in 5 years or no?
Right now, really, the way the food costs is going up, gas prices going up, so food costs about to go up. I really want to get back into my desserts more. As far as if I do open up something, I'll do ice cream again, like maybe my desserts ice cream. And if I can do it mobile, like get a food truck, I would like to do that. Like something where I can do pop-ups. And I can do events and festivals. And then I don't have to. I can go on vacation. I want more freedom in my schedule is what I want. More memories to make with my kids. I want to do that.
That makes a lot of sense. And your kids are getting older.
Yes, I got a 17-year-old. He'll be 18 this year. I have a 15-year-old daughter, and I have a 5-year-old daughter. So I have 3 children.
Yes.
I have more time.
Yes. No, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So definitely, I mean, for real, like when I'm just thinking about it, like just to even have those contracts, and you seem so humble. I mean, I wouldn't even know that. Like,
I'm humble. Yeah, I'm humble. Yeah. You gotta stay humble. That's like staying blessed. I believe in humbleness, you get blessed. When you're humble, God raises you up. I don't never want to be cocky. I'm always learning. I can learn more. I learn things all the time. And I'm still learning. And I don't care how old a person is. You can always learn from someone younger than you, older than you. I love to learn.
Okay. So thank you for just having this conversation with us. So tell our viewers where they can find you at and what you're doing and everything.
Well, if you want to contact me, you can email me. That's the best way, or either inbox me on Instagram at Paradise Soul Food, or on Facebook at Paradise Soul Food and Sweets. And also, you can email me at Paradise Soul Food Sweets with an S at the end at gmail.com. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow.